This is for Algebra 1, and it is the second day of the elimination method for solving systems of equations with two variables. Once again, if you have two equations and two variables, you're going to have two answers. Yesterday we did this where that you would line them up and something was pretty well set to cancel, or you could change the signs and then cancel. Today it's the same thing, except this is how you handle it when there's nothing ready to cancel. You're going to force something to cancel. So looking at number 1, as we look at this problem, we see that the x's are not the same and the y's are not the same. We need to choose. Do we want to make the x's cancel or do we want to make the y's cancel? I'm randomly going to choose the x, okay? I want to make my x cancel. That means they have to have the opposite number, the opposite sign, but the same number. So if I look at my x's, I have a 2 and a 5. Smallest thing they'll both go into is 10. If I multiply this top one by a 5, it'll be a 10. If I multiply the bottom one by a 2, it'll be a 10, and they'll be good to cancel. Notice that they are both the same sign, so I need to make one of them opposite. So I'm going to take the top one and actually multiply everything in there by a negative 5. So I get a negative 10x minus 15y equals negative 25. Everything in the first equation was multiplied by a negative 5. Everything in the second equation will be multiplied by a 2. So I get 10x plus 8y equals 32. Notice none of my signs changed there because I multiplied by a positive 2. I'm ready to draw a line and combine. The x's cancel, which is what I was trying to make happen. Negative 15 plus 8 is a negative 7y equals negative 25 plus 32 is a positive 7. I now have one equation with one variable that I'm going to solve. Divide both sides by a negative 7. Y is equal to a negative 1. Take that answer to one of your original ones and put it in for y. 2x plus 3 times negative 1 equals 5. So 2x minus 3 equals 5. Move your 3 and add it. 2x equals 8. Divide by 2, x equals 4. Remember, if you wanted to check it, you would go back to your second equation and say 5 times 4 plus 4 times negative 1. Hit enter and make sure you got 16. This one, I'm going to make the x's cancel, so the top one is going to have to be multiplied by 2, and the bottom one is going to have to be multiplied by 3. Notice I'm just multiplying them by the other one's number. They're both positive, so I'm going to have to make this multiply by a negative 2. So I have negative 6x minus 10y equals negative 22. And I have 6x plus 9y equals 21. Draw a line and combine. X's go away. Negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1y equals negative 22 plus 21 is negative 1. If negative y is equal to negative 1, I'm going to have to change all my signs, and so y is equal to a positive 1. Take that answer and put it in for y. So 3x plus 5 times 1 equals 11. 3x plus 5 equals 11. Bring this 5 over and subtract it, so 3x is equal to 6. Divide by 3, and x is equal to 2. On this one, I'm going to make the y's cancel because one of them is positive and one of them is negative already. One less thing to have to worry about. The first one, everything gets multiplied by 5, and the second one, everything gets multiplied by 3. Remember, I'm canceling the y's this time. So I'm going to have 20x plus 15y equals 40. I'm going to have 9x minus 15y equals negative 69. Draw a line and combine. 20x plus 9x gives me 29x. Y's go away. 40 minus 69 is a negative 29. Divide both sides by 29, and you get x is equal to a negative 1. This answer goes and gets plugged in for x. So 4 times negative 1 plus 3y equals 8. So negative 4 plus 3y equals 8. Move your 4 over and add it. 3y is equal to 12. Divide by 3, y equals 4. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go with x for this one. So the top one gets multiplied by 5 and the bottom one gets multiplied by 2. So I have 10x minus 15y equals 40. And I have negative 10x plus 4y equals 26. Draw a line and combine. X's go away. Negative 15 plus 4 is a negative 11y equals 40 plus 26 is 66. Divide both sides by negative 11 and y is equal to negative 6. Take your negative 6, put it in for y. So 2x minus 3 times negative 6 equals 8. 2x plus 18 equals 8. Bring your 18 and subtract it. 2x is equal to a negative 10. Divide by 2, x equals negative 5. Remember, you can check it if you want. On this one, I'm thinking the x is what I'm going to cancel. So the top one has to be multiplied by 4. Signs are the same, so I'm actually going to multiply it by a negative 4. So negative 4x minus 40y equals negative 12. Bring the second one down. 4x plus 5y equals 5. Draw a line and combine. X goes away. Negative 40 plus 5 is negative 35y equals negative 12 plus 5 is negative 7. Divide both sides by negative 35. Y is equal to a positive 1 over 5, which is 0.2 if you did it as a decimal. Take that back up and put it in for y. X plus 10 times 0.2 equals 3. So x plus 2 equals 3. Subtract your 2, and x equals 1. Go back and plug that in and see if it's correct. This takes you to your assignment for solving systems by elimination, day 2. Come see me during speed if you have any questions.